Rihanna's boyfriend A$AP Rocky rushed to her side amid a devastating family tragedy this weekend. The rapper, 36, appeared to be downcast as he headed out to support his girlfriend and the mother of his children while she is mourning the loss of her father. The 37-year-old superstar, who is currently pregnant with her and her partner's third child together, is grieving the loss of her dad Ronald Fenty, who tragically died at the age of 70 on Saturday. Rocky, born Rakim Athalaston Mayers, rushed out in rainy New York City on his way to be there for his girlfriend. Rihanna's father reportedly had a brief illness and died in Los Angeles on Saturday, May 31st, according to TMZ and the Fenty family's native Barbados Starcom network. Rihanna, who is one of the children Ronald shared with ex-wife Monica Braithwaite, has not yet publicly addressed their devastating family tragedy. Rocky was dressed in black, sporting a leather jacket and sunglasses to cover his eyes. He donned long, jean shorts paired with matching socks and sneakers for a monochromatic look as he and his team headed out of his hotel. Earlier this week, Rihanna's brother Ronald Fenty was pictured on his way to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. Rihanna was reportedly also in the car, though she was not seen in the photos obtained by TMZ. Meanwhile, Rocky was reportedly on the other coast and trying to rush back to be by his family's side. Previously, Rihanna and her father were estranged before they eventually reconciled in recent years. In 2019, she sued her dad and claimed he capitalized on her business empire. In her filing, she alleged that his Fenty management talent firm profited off of her Fenty Beauty line and other trademarked eponymous ventures. 2 years later, she filed to dismiss the lawsuit and had seemingly mended her relationship with him. In 2023, when Rihanna and Rocky were expecting their second child together, Fenty gushed over his daughter and shared his excitement of becoming a grandfather to another one of their babies. Fenty shared 3 children with his ex-wife Braithwaite, including Rihanna, Rajid, and Rory. Around the time Rihanna's career in music was taking off in 2002, her parents split up. In addition to Rihanna, Fenty is survived by his grandchildren, including Rihanna and Rocky's sons Arzie, 2, Riot Rose, 18 months, and their baby on the way. He is also survived by his other children Rajid, Rory, as well as Candy, Samantha, Jamie, and multiple grandchildren. Taylor Swift is globally known not just as a chart-topping singer-songwriter, but also as a cultural icon who has redefined the music industry. With an estimated net worth exceeding $1.1 billion as of 2024. Her wealth is often attributed to her music sales, massive world tours, and record-breaking streaming numbers. However, beneath the spotlight lies a lesser-known story of how Swift has carefully and strategically built a financial empire, one that includes smart investments, discreet business ventures, and intellectual property power plays. Here's a deep dive into the untold side of Taylor Swift's fortune. 1. The real estate empire few talk about. Taylor Swift is not just a musician. She's also a real estate mogul. Over the years, she has quietly amassed a property portfolio valued at over $100 million. Her collection includes luxurious homes in Nashville, Tennessee. Her first property purchase was a 3,240 square foot condo when she was only 20. She also owns a Greek revival estate in the area, Los Angeles, California, a Beverly Hills mansion that once belonged to Hollywood legend Samuel Goldwyn. This estate is now a historic landmark. New York City. Her real estate presence in Tribeca is so iconic, the area has been nicknamed Tebeka by fans. She owns several apartments in the same building, forming a sort of personal compound. Rhode Island. The stunning Watch Hill Mansion, which has hosted her famous 4th of July parties, sits on the cliffs overlooking the Atlantic. What's intriguing is how Swift uses these properties. Some are investments, others personal residences, but many are kept under LLCs, often making it hard to track their ownership unless you dig deep into property records. 2. The business behind the music. One of the most empowering moves in Taylor's career was her decision to re-record her early albums. The Taylor's Version project wasn't just about reclaiming artistic control. It was a financial masterstroke. By re-releasing her music, she effectively devalues the old masters owned by her former label and redirects streaming revenue toward her own new versions. It's an unprecedented exercise in intellectual property strategy. Additionally, she has lucrative deals with Universal Music Group, including a clause that ensures she receives a portion of any sale of their Spotify shares. This kind of behind-the-scenes negotiation power is rarely seen among pop artists. 3. Merch, licensing, and branding. Taylor's merchandise empire often flies under the radar, but it's a massive part of her income. From limited edition vinyls to custom cardigans and seasonal merch drops tied to album aesthetics, Swift has built a lifestyle brand around her music. Her merchandise sales during the Eras tour alone were estimated to rake in over $100 million. Unlike many artists, she maintains significant control over branding and product quality, ensuring both creative integrity and higher margins. She also licenses her music to film, television, and advertising with extreme precision, never oversaturating the market, which maintains her brand's exclusivity and value. 4. Private investments and startups. While she doesn't publicly flaunt her investment portfolio, Swift has reportedly invested in several tech startups and sustainable brands through shell companies. Insiders suggest she's put money into female-led businesses, environmental projects, and streaming platforms with favorable artist policies. There are whispers of her stake in a private fintech company aimed at reshaping royalty payments in the music industry. If true, this would position her not only as an artist, but also as a force within the financial infrastructure of entertainment. 5. Publishing rights and royalties. As a songwriter, Swift earns significant publishing royalties. She is credited as a writer or co-writer on nearly all her songs, which means she owns a large share of their publishing rights. She also bought back a portion of her catalog's publishing rights, further increasing her income stream. Unlike many artists who sell their publishing rights for quick cash, Taylor has held on to hers, understanding that royalties are long-term revenue generators. With streaming and sync placements in constant demand, this decision continues to pay off handsomely. 6. Touring as a financial juggernaut. The Eras Tour is expected to become the highest-grossing tour in history, with over $1.5 billion in projected revenue. Swift not only performs, but also has a major hand in the tour's production, marketing, and ticketing strategy. She took a strong stance against ticket scalping by partnering directly with Ticketmaster's verified fan program, and reportedly negotiated a high percentage of merchandise and ticket profits, something not all artists can command. In some cities, her concerts caused temporary economic booms, boosting hotel, restaurant, and transport industries. Swift has literally become her own economy. 7. Trust funds and financial planning. According to financial insiders, Swift set up multiple trust funds and holding companies early in her career. These legal entities help her manage assets, lower her tax liability, and provide generational wealth planning. It's rumored that she has already created trusts for family members and future philanthropic ventures. She's also reportedly working with elite wealth managers who help her navigate everything from estate planning to long-term passive income streams outside of entertainment. 8. The billionaire who plays it cool. Despite being a billionaire, Taylor Swift lives relatively modestly in comparison to tech or real estate moguls. She's known for flying private when needed, but has also taken commercial flights. She dresses simply when offstage and often surprises fans with humble gestures like handwritten letters and unexpected donations. Her wealth isn't flaunted, it's strategically deployed. That quiet power, and the intellect behind it, may be the most underrated part of her financial story. Conclusion: Taylor Swift is more than a pop star. She is a savvy businesswoman, a master of intellectual property, a real estate investor, and a branding genius. While most know her for her catchy lyrics and sold-out shows, few realize the depth of her financial prowess. Her fortune isn't just the result of talent. It's the product of calculated risks, ownership decisions, and visionary planning. In an industry where artists often struggle for control and compensation, Swift has not only broken the mold, she's rewritten the rules.